I'm having a very vulnerable moment right now because I've just hold on. And I'm choosing to share this not because of wanting sympathy, but I think a lot of people do feel this way. I don't come from a close family. I don't have aunties and uncles and cousins that I can hang out with and call. I don't come from family that support each other and show up for each other. I have my parents, but being from another country, my dad's in another country, and I do love my dad, but I can't say we've had the closest relationship in my adulthood. My mom is amazing and she's my number one fan, but I don't have the same luxury of going to my mom's house like I used to. It's a different dynamic right now. I don't have siblings I can run to and see. All my sisters, we all live apart. Some live in Jamaica, some live in another state. And I've craved that my whole life. And I think because of that, growing up, I've always idolized my friendships because that was the closest to family or feeling family centered that I had. And even my friends' family, they've taken me in so well that their grandparents started to feel like my grandparents, their cousins felt like my cousins. I love and admire it when I see it with friends and people around me. But sometimes it triggers me because I'm wow, I wish. And I cannot believe I'm crying this hard about it right now. Today, for some reason, I've been feeling a little bit lonely. Not because I am, I don't have anybody in my life. That's not it. It's just, I don't know, today's a nice day. I wish I could, go to my family's house and we all hang out and have a barbecue or something. I don't know why that's what I'm craving. I crave just a sense of family. And in my family we have tried for a little bit, but it's just my family unfortunately just doesn't like us. I hate to say it that way. Yeah, there's a few that really look out and there's a few that I love, but we don't have a close-knit relationship. We don't see each other for real. We don't talk on the phone like that for real. It's just different. And yeah, it just got me really emotional because I crave that, and I know I'm gonna get it. I know God is going to bless me with a dynamic like that, but the older you get, the more you realize what you didn't grow up with and what you didn't have, and it just, sometimes it gets a little emotional to think about because it's just so cool to me to be able to hang out with your parents whenever you feel like it, and hang out with your siblings, and everyone's just supporting each other and showing up to things, and going to each other's games and celebrations, and that's just so cool to me because it's always just been me and my mom. Just not the same. I don't have good relationships with my cousins. I've tried, and it just feels like me and my mom are not the ones doing the extending. The extension doesn't happen. And yeah, it sucks because it hurts, but I would rather have this than a toxic dynamic or toxic family situation. No one's perfect. I don't expect any family dynamic to be perfect, but you just know, when you have a good standard of family versus when everybody just does not get along, or it's just not healthy place to be in. And I don't think it's something I fully ever said out loud, but even when people have family reunions and family trips, I'm so jealous because that's all I've ever wanted, and that's what I crave for when I'm older. And I want to have a big family, and I want my kids to have family vacations. I want to go on family trips. I want to have family reunions. And so the older I get, the desire just grows. And so when I see it, I'm just like, I can't wait to experience that. I can't wait to know what that feels like. And in the between, I've felt it before, like I said, through just different relationships in my life, but to have it for myself, like, it's different. And so if you have like a close-knit family, like, I understand family dynamics are, you know, all in the air, not, you know, family's family, and they don't always they're not always a healthy dynamic. But if you have a close family and you're healthy-ish, like, that's a blessing, because some of us wish we had that. I wish. So as I continue to create my own family through my friendships and my relationships, you know, I'm grateful for them, and I'm so happy they're in my life. And I'm happy that even if I don't have blood relatives, I still get to choose who I consider family, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just got really emotional today because, yeah, I was just in a headspace, and I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and she was just hanging out with like her sibling, and like they're all doing stuff together, and it's just like, wow, like, that's so cool. And I think it's definitely been a wound of mine since I can remember. Like, I've just always wanted to belong to a family, like a big family. And I know I don't have these desires in vain. Like, I know I don't have these desires for no reason. I know God is truly like taking care of me and keeping me and providing all the things that he knows that I desire and I need. Did I take the wrong? I think I took the wrong exit. I'm truly grateful for my life and where it's at and the people in it. It's just, you know, sometimes you just have those moments. And I think that's why, like, if you know me in real life, I'm very social, I'm super friendly, I love people, I love on people, but there was always this like void of loneliness in a way. Like, I truly enjoy my own alone time. Like, I love being alone, but it's different from like, sometimes I just wish I can just go to my mom's house and my dad's house, and like everyone's together, and like, oh, we're going to your cousin's graduation, or like, oh, your aunt's birthday's today, like we're all going out, like stuff like that. It's just like very simple things that I think people don't think about when they are in those situations, because those are such a big deal. And like, I don't have grandparents that I'm close with. Like, unfortunately, my mom's parents are not alive anymore, and then like, I don't know my grandfather, my dad's side, and then my grandma, like, we talk every now and then, but we don't have like that type of relationship. Like I said, I don't really see them, I don't really like any of that. So like I said, I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm grateful for the dynamic I do get to choose and I do have. But sometimes I just have FOMO. Yeah, but I'm gonna still enjoy my day. I feel better speaking of it. Unlike, it's just sometimes you realize you just have to like get things off your chest, or just kind of like just let it out, because, you know, we're all human, we all feel things, and I'm someone that feels things very, very deeply. I have very deep emotions, and sometimes I don't want to always talk about this on like my main platforms. I think I like long form platforms, or like vlogging, because it's just a different side of you. I think it's a more uncut side of you that I enjoy. So yeah, whoever this reaches, or whoever can relate, like, we still get to choose our family. And if those relationships in our family are healthy enough that we feel like we can reconcile, or we can invest into, definitely do that. But don't be the one that's pouring so much and not receiving either, you know what I mean? So I hope everyone has a great day. Love you.